Okay, hi again. Welcome to Blackboard for Students session. My name is Momita Jabir. I'm part of the Technology Resource Center, ICIT. Before I start, if you need a moment to log on to your Blackboard moment, please do. If you need assistance how to access Blackboard or how to log into Blackboard, please reach out to the student help desk. Their email is studenthelpdesk@hunter.cuny.edu. I'm not going to go over how to access Blackboard. I'm pretty sure you all know it already, right? Okay. So this is for students. So I'll try my best to show you as many things you'll probably have to do as a student. Some of the things you probably already did. Some of the things might be new. But if I'm missing something or if I do not mention something, please let me know and then I will show you how you can do it. So with that said, you should all be on the Blackboard homepage. And from the homepage, before I go into any of the courses, I want you to scroll further below. Again, this page might be different for a lot of you. I probably have a lot more things than you do, or you probably have a lot more things than I do, right? So this is what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down until you see this area, which is tools, right? So why am I showing you the tools before I'm going into the courses? The reason is these tools is applied for all of your courses within Blackboard. And the most important part here is this option right here, update email. A lot of times you may experience that you are not receiving Blackboard email, right? Your teacher may say, I emailed you all, and then you don't receive the Blackboard email. Why is that? You keep checking your Hunter emails, but you don't receive it. Again, you probably contact the faculty. Faculty said, I emailed you via Blackboard, and there might be a lot of back and forth. So what ends up happening is if you are affiliated with more than one CUNY schools, you may have more than one CUNY email. And this area right here is where you can go and choose which Blackboard email address you want to use, right? Give me 1 second. So right now you see I have a city mail email address, right? But if I'm taking courses at Hunter or I want to change it to Hunter email address, I can simply type my Hunter email address right here. And then I have to retype it again. I can copy paste as well, but retype. I'm retyping it at this moment. So you type your Hunter email address and then you hit submit. Do you have to have your Hunter email address? No, but if as long as you can check which email address you are getting emails, that's all it matters, right? However, it has to be a CUNY email address. It cannot be your Gmail or Yahoo email address. I mean, you may ask, I'm affiliated with two CUNY campuses, right? Why can't I receive separately for, let's say, my City College courses email to my City email and my Hunter College courses to my Hunter email? The option is not available. You can only have one email address listed in Blackboard, so you just have to make the decision and choose which one you want to use, and then it will receive there. So it's very important that you check that, and you can check it right here under tools, and then make sure that you enter the CUNY email address that you have access to. Again, it has to be on the CUNY email address. This area is also very important. Is if you go to personal information right here. Before you do that, let me show you something. Right. So on the top right corner, you will see your name. And you will see this icon right here, but there is no picture, right? But however, some of your friend or your instructor might have a picture or avatar added to there. And this is where you can actually do it. So if you go to personal information, then you have to click on personalize my settings. So see, I already added a picture, but you can, but I have it set as do not display avatar image, but you can click on use a custom avatar image, and then you upload your picture. If I want to change this picture, I can click on browse my computer again, and then from my computer I can choose which which picture I want to use. Let's say I want to use this one right here. Now I'll click on open. Again, you have to make sure that it's 150 by 150, otherwise it will be distorted. So choose that and make sure you use custom avatar image and click on submit. And if you do that, and you'll see the picture has changed there. The picture will show up where if you do when you participate in discussion board, when you participate in blog, wiki, all the collaboration tool, right? And it's a good thing to add so that the faculty and your classmates have your picture. You know, we are all doing it distance learning, so this is one way we can still feel some sort of normalness by looking at your picture or a friend's picture. It does not necessarily have to be, you know, a big photo of you. You can use a pet or something that represents you, just to make it a little bit personalized. If you go here again, there is another option here. You can see, like if you scroll little below, so on the my course boxes, I'll go back there and show you again. You probably have courses that you taken 3-4 years ago. Here, if you could if you can actually distinguish, if you have not visited a course, let's say in 120 days, those courses will not show up there. Same goes for organization, and that's how you can organize your my courses box. I'm not going to show you this because so that I can show you other way you can organize. So let me cancel this here. Click go back to the home, and so that I can show you how else you can organize. See, under my courses, I have so many courses, right? So many courses right here, and it may be, and the courses that are available, you will see it as dark blue or like some dark color, versus the courses that are not available, then you will not be able to click on them, or it will be little lighter color. So what does it mean when the course is not currently available, right? That does not mean that you are not registered to it. You are still registered to the course. Is that your professor have not made the course available yet? That the professors are given this choice so that they can set up the course ready, and then when they feel they have enough materials to start the course, then they can make it available. So if you see that it's not currently available, just send an email to your faculty, your professor, that professor, the course is not currently available. Is it supposed to be like that? Or when will you make it available, right? If you contact the student help desk, they cannot do anything about it. It has to be done by the faculty that teaching the course, right? So what I mean by that, organize the course. Let's say I don't want to show any of those courses, or I want to see it a different way. If I click on this gear icon right here, and then I can choose which course I want to see, which course I don't want to see. So let's say I don't want to see any of these courses right here, or any of these courses right here, and I also want to see this Blackboard for Student course at the very beginning. I can simply just hold it and drag it all the way up. I'm going up, going up, going up. So right here, and then I can hit submit. And if you're not able to drag up and down, you can also use these two-sided arrows, and you can also organize the courses. So let's say this one right here, I'm going to go below. I don't want to see that, and you can hit submit that way, and then the Blackboard course list will be organized, and you can hit submit, and you can see that I have Blackboard for Students course that was probably somewhere down below, is all the way up here. This will probably give you a little sense of like a normalcy, or that, or you don't have a long list of where you can look for your courses. Sometimes you may not even see your courses here, since if the list is too long. You can always go there and search for the course that you are taking, and then make sure that it has a check mark, and then when you hit submit, it will come back. Okay, so now let's go to a course. So let me go back one more time. See this course, I don't have the icon, not currently available there, so that's why I was able to click on it and access. However, see these courses right here, I cannot access because it says not currently available, meaning it's not made available by the faculty. So if I go to Blackboard for Students right here, and this is my course. The color may look a little different for you. Some faculty adds banner here, but this is the default template. Most of the courses will look like you. You'll probably see course information here versus syllabus. So this course I have set up as a syllabus. Some of your faculty may do that. Instead of course material, they may call it just materials or class materials or readings. Weekly homework. See, I added these two areas, weekly homework and the assignment and test. Your faculty may do that. They may not even do that. You may have to go into course materials or course information to look for the assignments. So you just have to communicate with your faculty, or I would just say just explore. Any of the area you see is for you to explore, so just go in and explore. So if I click on, so I have one announcement right here, I can read it right here. And if I go to syllabus, let's see how that looks like. So I have the syllabus, the document right here, which I can click, and then it sits down, it's asking me to save. So you can save it on your computer that way as well. So let me save it. However, I can see that the faculty actually embedded the syllabus right here within the page as well. So it's very quickly, I don't have to go to the Word document and look at it, but I can see that it's right there. But I can see that the faculty added something as the bottom, it says mark reviewed. So meaning the faculty wants me to acknowledge, right, that whether I reviewed the syllabus. Again, you may not read it, you can just click on mark review, but since it is required by the faculty, so review these materials or review any required text, and once you are ready, you can simply click on mark review, and you see if I go below, it says reviewed, right? So so the faculty may ask you to do certain things depend on how they are teaching the courses. So this is one of the things they may ask you to do, like you have to do this and then you have to review it, right? I guess it's a good thing, so that the faculty know that you understood the syllabus, or you understood the materials, since we are all in distance learning. So I think this is a good way for faculty to make sure that you understood or reviewed the materials, right? So there, this was the syllabus, and if I go into course materials, let's see what's in there. Oh, see, I have that. I see that the faculty added week by week. So let's say click on week 1. Let's click on it, right? So I see that it has 3 things. It looks like a video that added. I can simply click on play here. And then it will play within Blackboard, right? And then I don't want to do that. Let me pause it. I can actually click on the PowerPoint presentation as well. And again, it depending on your computer settings, it will ask you to download, right? Again, you can save the file and then you can open it that way as well. And then I see that the faculty added a link. Let me click on it. Let's see how it looks like. And if I click on that, so it's the John Hopkins interactive map for coronavirus tracking, right? So I can see that it's loading. Again, if you click on a link, it may take a little while for it to load. So be patient because Blackboard is sending or trying to connect to a different website, right? Just be patient with it, let it load. You can go back to Blackboard in the meantime, and then look at what you have to do, right? So then let's look at weekly homeworks. What's there? If I go in there and I can see that homework number 1, homework number 2, homework 3, 4, 5. Let's quickly look at assignments and tests as well, then we'll come back to homework. So let's do assignments and tests. Oh, I see that there is a midterm there, and I can, it already, the professor is telling me do not use mobile devices to take the test. I will talk more detail about it. And also I see the research paper. I see another one that I have to do, but as you can see, this looks little different, right? This and this, it looks like a Turnitin assignment. Again, you may not know the icon right here, but since it's different, you may have to pay little attention what type of assignment is this. I will show you again in a few seconds. And also I can see a voice thread presentation here as well, right? So what other areas are there? So there are obviously discussion boards and as well as tools, right? Again, some of this area the faculty may hid for you, and then you also have the grades. You may not have tools, but again, don't be alarmed. It's just because probably the faculty hid it for the students or don't want the students to access it. So before I go into how you can submit your homework or how you can take a test, let me quickly go into tools and show you what are the tools that is available to you. So why would tool be important to you, right? The very important part of the tools is here is send email, right? If you click send email, this is how you can email your faculty. You can see you can simply click on all instructor users, and it's telling me it's going to Jabir Momita, that's the instructor, and I can type the subject, and then it's like let's say homework number 1. I have a question about homework number 1, and then I'm asking the professor whether I have to submit do I have to submit a Word document or PDF, right? So or ask the questions that you have, right? So once you have that, you can simply also I would also recommend add your name, although the professor will probably see your email address, but please enter your name so that the professor probably receives a lot of emails, so just always make sure that what you are typing, you should also, a good practice would be also mention which course you are emailing from, like Intro to Blackboard 101 section 1, mention that, right? And once you have that, and then you can hit submit, right? When you hit submit, you will get a message that your email was sent to the recipient. However, if you come back to Blackboard, you will not be able to see your sent email, right? Blackboard is not an email client, so it does not keep copy of the emails, right? However, when you send any email via Blackboard, you also receive copy of the same email in your inbox, right? So that's one way of for you to know what you email, right? So that's that. So why else the tool area is important? The tool area is also very important because that's where you can find Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, or the collaboration tool within Blackboard, where the faculty will do a live session, live classes there, right? And then, since I'm already there, let me show you what other options the tool has to offer, right? So you'll probably have to wait a little bit. It takes a little time to hold. So if the faculty does sessions, right, individual sessions as your class is supposed to be, you will see them listed here. or the faculty can simply ask you to go to the course room, right? And course room is most of the time always open. If you don't see it, your faculty probably have locked it. So reach out to your faculty. Okay. um, so once you're there, you see these options, the dial in and the pin number. What is that, right? The reason is, if let's say you are trying to connect and in the middle of the session, your internet goes down, or something happens that you are not able to hear anything or hear the faculty giving the lecture, right, or present. If you actually use your phone and simply call this number and enter the pin number, you will be able to listen, right? You may not be able to see what they're present, but at least you will be able to hear the lecture. And the faculty that's recording, then you can go back and check it, right? So you can simply click on join course room. As I said, it takes a little while to load, so you have to bear with it. So while we're loading for the classroom to load, what else you can find under Collaborate Ultra, right? So if the faculty does the session recorded, you can find the recordings here. You have to go to this menu option right here. If you click on it, and any recordings would be right here. So if you click on recordings, if you have any recordings, you will find it here. Okay, so that's how you can find the recordings. As you can see, this course, I set it up this morning, so I don't have any recordings here, but if I had, I had the recordings here, and the students will be able to just play. Okay. So right here, so this is the Blackboard Collaborate Room. You probably already have, all of you probably had a session there, and you are very familiar with it, but I just want to show you how it works very quickly. So this is the session menu. So if you click on it, you will see whether if you have audio issue with the computer audio, right? Computer microphone, you can use your phone for audio by clicking on here. You can also click on leave session by clicking on here. And then here is your microphone and video settings. So if it's best practice for all the students to have their microphone muted. And if you have any questions, simply click on raise your hand. Once you raise hand, then the faculty will give you option to speak, or the faculty will tell you, hey, can you speak now, right? Then you can unmute your microphone, and then you can share your audio. Again, you can unmute your video, then share your video as well. So these settings are here. Other things you can do, right here, the faculty can just simply ask you it's a beautiful weather today, right? Do you agree or disagree? So this is how you can give them feedback. Feedbacks are faculty's way of making sure whether the students are engaged, right? So you have to make sure that you know where you can respond, right? So here you can click on simply say agree, and then that's your response. And if you go to the collaborate menu right here and under chat, you'll see that's the response here. Then you can see, right? So three areas, right? This is the session menu where you can set up option to use the phone to call in for audio. This is where you can control your own individual audio and video, raise hand to get faculty's attention and give them feedback by clicking on here. And this is where is the collaborate panel where you can do other settings, right? So the first option here is chat. You have option to chat with everyone, right? That's how the faculty set it up. So you can click on and then say something to everyone. So let me click on something, hi, right? You can do that. Or you can find someone else to chat. Right now, I don't have anyone here. so I won't be able to chat with, but if I want to chat with someone else, I can do that. However, this option may be blocked by the faculty, so you may not see it, right? And then here you will see your faculty and your other classmates listed there. And here, again, nothing is shared, meaning the faculty did not share anything. However, if the faculty make you a presenter, and you have to present via Collaborate, this is the area where you will be able to share your presentation. And the last option is your settings. So these settings is where you can set up a profile picture. So let me show you quickly. You click on upload, and then find the pictures from your computer. And then you can, obviously drag it, resize it. This is, as you can see, it's me. You can click on I like it, and then adds the profile picture. Again, it's always good to have a picture than something blank. So add your profile picture, and then you hit save. And then again, you can, the option to set up your camera and microphone is here, as well as the phone. And the other option is the notification settings is here, that how do you want the notification? Meaning, if one of your class members comes in, the Collaborate will do a pop-up notification. That may disturb you, then you may switch it to audio notification. Again, that may disturb you also. So you can choose not to have any pop-up notifications, or you can choose both, or anyway, or all three, right? Let me not do that. So you get the idea. So I would recommend that, maybe one session, use it, Collaborate pop-up notification, see how you like it. Another session, switch it to audio notification, see how you like it, and choose that way, right? So these are your settings. You have the option to do that. And again, you can always report an issue. This reporting does not go to the Hunter College student help desk, right? Or Hunter College Blackboard team. It goes to the Blackboard company itself and their Collaborate team. But they are also helping us resolve a lot of issues, so feel free to report it as well. Okay, so let me close the Collaborate session, and I'll go back to the Blackboard class right here. And then let me show you how you can communicate on a discussion board. And after that, I will show you how you submit your homeworks and how you take a test. Okay, so a discussion board, if I click on that, so you see that I have the faculty have created 2 discussion boards, right? It is question and answer, and the faculty is asking us to post any question, any course related questions here, right? And I see that someone already posted there. And here also I can see that the professor is asking us to write about 250 words on what we think about we could have done about prepare for the pandemic, right? And this is also have one post. So I can simply go in here, and then I can see that the preview user had posted and asked when is the final. Oh, since I know it, I can actually reply to it. Since it's an open forum, I can just reply and say the final, right? Simple. Then I can just go on and submit. Since I already know it, then I have posted it, right? But how if I have another question myself? How would I ask? Do I reply here? No. If you reply there, then it's related to this thread, final related questions or something like that. If you are asking a questions about a complete different topic, then you can click on create thread, and that's the recommended, right? So you simply click on create thread, and then you talk about let's say this is additional resources, right? So let's say you found great resources and you want to share with your class. That's that. Let's pretend this is my additional resources, since I don't have anything available at this moment. And under my message, you can just simply type the link, and then you can hit submit, right? Or if you have anything else, you can attach from your computer or from the Dropbox. you can do anything here, anything you want to, right? You can even make it bold, selected, click on this is the bold icon. So explore, right? There are a lot of options. Go through it and you can format it like almost like Word. All the options are there. You can do that. You can also insert image here, as well as you can see these icons right here. I'm not going to go over everything, but you have the option to do anything within here. So that's that, and I will hit submit. And see, my post is there, like additional resources, and someone can reply on to it and everything. So you see this option subscribe right here. So if I want to subscribe on my post, I can click on it and I can click on subscribe. So what does it do? If someone else replies to it, right, and then I will get an email from on my email that someone posted something. It's up to you whether you want to do it, whether you want to continuously receive emails from Blackboard or not. If you don't, just log into Blackboard and you can always check whether someone else posted on it, right? So the unread number of it will always tell you the unread post number, and you can simply click on it and see anything that you have not read. Okay, so let me go back and see, this is now, it has total number of posts is 3. Now let's go into this one. You notice that I was able to just simply go on it, and then I was able to read the preview user's post right there. But if I go into here and if I click on here, see, I get a different message. So this is a post first discussion forum, meaning the faculty is asking for your original thoughts. This is a great opportunity, right? Your original thought, so that what comes to your mind right first, and once you write it, then you will be able to see what other people posted. So click on create thread. Let me just simply say this is a test, right? So if I click on type my response, or I create my original thread, original thoughts on a thread, and then if I go in here again, I'll be able to see that there was another post by the preview user right here, and I see what the preview user was posted, and then I can reply. I can also email the author as well, right? So so the forums even within itself can be a little different based on what the faculty is asking for you to do. Okay, remember that. So now let me show you how you can submit a homework. I'm not going to show you homework. I'm actually going to show you the assignments so that I can show you this one, right? Actually, let me show you homework first. So let's say I go to homework number 2, and I can see the due date is April 17. The points possible is 10. I can write my submission here, or I can also attach file, and I can browse my computer, the content collection, cloud storage, meaning I can even access to my Google Drive, Dropbox, and then Box, OneDrive, and they have also separately browse Dropbox. To be honest with you, I don't know why they added it separately since it's under cloud storage, but the option is there. Okay, so let's say I want to browse my computer, and let's say this is my assignment. I hit submit. I select it, and if I have any comments for the professor, I can do that. Let's say this is a test, and then I hit submit. So see, it's very simple, very straightforward. I can see once I click on the homework, when is the due date, if there is a due date, points possible, and then I can simply browse my computer to attach the file, and then when I'm done, I can hit submit. I have the option to save draft, but if I save it, I have to go back and remember to submit. Otherwise, the faculty will not see it. Okay, so you have to remember that. You can save it and come back and then work on it later. However, you have to hit submit for the faculty to receive it. Okay, so let me hit submit. Okay, so it's there, and then that's my submission received. You will also receive an email once you submit something with the confirmation number, which is, I think, great, so that it's a proof that you have submitted your work. Okay, so now if I go to test assignments and test, let me show you what's the difference if I actually do the research paper, right? So if I click on research paper, this is almost same, right? It's a due date is April 30th. Points possible is 40, but here I have an instruction. Please submit the draft with at least 5 sources, right? And it also have some sample research paper the faculty is letting me to see, so I can click on it, download on my computer, and see it. However, it is it shows that this is going to use SafeAssign as anti-plagiarism tool to check my work, right? And I can also review the CUNY's institution release statement on the plagiarism, right? So this is the difference. The other one was not being checked by anti-plagiarism tool like SafeAssign or Turnitin, but this one is, right? Let's say if something is not being checked by anti-plagiarism tool, um, but can the faculty do it later? Absolutely. Faculty can direct submit or directly check any work any student submit for plagiarism if they suspect it, or even randomly. A lot of faculty just do randomly. They run it through SafeAssign or Turnitin just to see that there is no plagiarism. Or some faculty will just make sure that when you submit it, it gets every single paper gets checked for plagiarism. Like this one is using SafeAssign to check it, right? And the other part is same. You browse your computer, you attach your file from Dropbox, from cloud storage, or from your computer. Okay, so I'm going to and again, see, it tells you what are the type of file it accepts. A lot of options: doc, .x, PDF, PPT. So all those options are there, right? So you don't have to. You'll probably be safe of any file type that you are doing. But again, still double check there, okay? And then you hit submit when you are ready, and that's how you submit it. And then if I cancel this, and let me show you. But see, this looks a little different, right? So if I click on view and complete, and then it tells me submit Turnitin assignment. So the faculty can use a Turnitin assignment also. Again, if to do that for Turnitin, you have to click on agree to continue, and then you have to do it probably the first time, and then you don't have to do it. I can see that this is research paper final. The due date is 10th May, and I can simply click on that and submit. And then it will ask, it will let me submit, right? So that's how a regular assignment without any anti-plagiarism tool, and a homework submission with SafeAssign, and homework submission or a research paper submission with Turnitin works. That's how it works, okay? So now I don't have much time. I have 5 more minutes. So let me show you how would you take a test. So so test will be right here. Faculty will probably give you a lot of information ahead of time so that you know what to expect. So this is the 10 multiple choice and true false question. I have 10 minutes to complete the test, and it's telling me do not use a mobile device to take the test. So why is that, right? It's very important that when you are taking a test, right, you use a laptop or a desktop, and especially if it's a timed test. So what happens? So let me show you. Let me start taking the test. And if I begin, right, again, it's telling me the same thing. So it's also telling me that this test will save and submit automatically when that time expires, which is good. So you don't have to worry about that. So it's like a classroom. You're taking a test, time runs out, you have to submit it. You have 2 or 3 questions left, but again, that was a poor time management. Blackboard does the same also. This professor selected that when the times run out, whichever point you are on this test, you will submit it. It will be automatically submitted. However, what you have to remember, the faculty may not choose this option. If that's the case, you have to remember before the timer runs out, you have to hit submit. Otherwise, professor will not see it. Okay. So read the instruction very carefully. If you have any questions, email the professor that any questions that you have, things like that. So it's very important that you ask that. And again, it's very important you have good internet connection when you are taking a test, and use a laptop or a desktop. Okay. And also do not use Safari or Microsoft Edge. The browser that compatible with Blackboard is Firefox and Google Chrome. Okay, so if I click on begin, right? Okay, so you see this timer is running out, right? It gives me the timer. If I was using this on a mobile device, right, this timer blocks the submit button, right? I don't have a submit button now, so let me just do it quickly. And then next, it's like one at a time. I'm just going to randomly choose answers because I have no idea what to do quickly so that I can show you what I mean by the timer. Save answer. So you get the idea. This is how you how you choose it and then submit. Looks like I have 20 questions. Let's say I want to go all the way at the end. I don't want to answer any of those other questions. This is question number 10. What is understood code? I have no idea, right? Submit. So then on a mobile device, this now I have the option save and submit since I'm at question number 10, right? On a mobile device, this timer right here blocks this button. So then you can't save and submit. So it's a good thing in a way here that the fact that it will auto submit when the timer expires. But if the faculty did not choose it and you are using a mobile device, you cannot save and submit. The timer blocks it. Okay. So again, it's very important that you use a regular computer, laptop, desktop, and also make sure that you know what's there. Okay. So I will, I guess, save and submit. I see it's telling me that I skipped those, but I can still say okay. And then you can see that I got, this is my receipt. If I click on it and I see that I got 20 out of 50, you know, and then it tells me exactly what questions I got correct and what questions I got 0. Okay, but it does not show me a correct answer or incorrect answer. It's probably something the faculty has chosen. So you may ask or communicate with the faculty or go back on a later date to see what was the correct answer. Okay. So last thing I want to show you is my grades, right? So my grades is your grades only, right? And it's horizontal, and you can see all the things that you did. So you can see that you submitted that and it is grading by the faculty. And you have this, you submitted it before, and you see that you have a comment, right? So, and you see that good, you know, this is the comment the faculty say. However, if the faculty commented on the paper itself, you will have to click on here on the paper itself. So if I click on that, then see that I have the overall comment right here. However, on the paper itself, I have a comment from the faculty itself. So you have to go into the paper itself, the name of the paper, then you can click on and then you can see the more details there. Okay, so that's how pretty much Blackboard works. I know I showed you a lot of things, but there are probably more things you'll have to do depending on the course. Actually, I forgot to show you one thing that's very important, which is voice thread. Let me show you. So see this voice thread right here. You may ask to add voice comments to a voice thread, right? So you have to click on that. Again, you have to wait a little while it loads, since it's an outside tool. And once it's load, so this is the presentation by the faculty, or I can add my own. So let me show you how this works. I click on that, and I can add comment on here. So any area right here, I can click on it, and I can use the voice comment, video comment, or I can just do a text comment on the presentation itself. So that's how voice thread works. We have a lot of resources. Let me show you on the training resource page. I don't have it here. So on the training resource page, if you go below, so there are a lot of resources here for how you can actually create voice threads and stuff like that. Okay. But the voice thread has to be enabled by the faculty. Let me go back to the course, and then you have to click on that, and once you are there, then you have to click on the plus sign on a comment, and then you can add your comment to it. Going back again, and then okay, while it loads, Lauren, can you please unmute everyone so that I can take questions? So you are here, and then you can click on plus add your own, and then you can add your own PowerPoint presentation or any documents, and you can do your voice over the presentation. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer all your questions.
I want me to ask Chris.
Okay.
Everyone should be unmuted on this end.
Anyone has any questions?
I'm good.
Hi.
Momita, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so earlier I had an email from a student that was questioning about the timer. Is that something that the professors do per assignment, or is that just for tests only?
It's only for tests. The timer is available only for test. Again, they can call it quiz, but it's for the test features. The timer is not available for assignments. However, for assignments, faculty can choose a specific date and time, right? I can choose to make it available, let's say today at 3 p.m., make it unavailable today at 4 p.m. So that's one way a faculty can add a timer for an assignment.
Okay, so it's only for tests. All right.
Only for tests, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Anyone has any other questions? Okay, if you don't have any questions, it's absolutely fine. If anything comes into your mind later, please email the student help desk, and then we would be happy to, answer your questions. I'll be doing the same sessions every Wednesday, 2 to 3. So please pass this information to your other friends, all the students, so that if they have any questions about it, they can join the training. Again, you can come with your specific questions as well, and then the last 10-15 minutes I would be answering all the specific questions.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Momita.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you everyone for joining. Stay safe.
All right, thanks, Momita. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
All right,
Thank you, Momita. Bye, guys.
I'll see some of you in a little bit. All right.
Yes, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah, I think recording, I think it has to go to Jonathan first, then it goes to Shao. So just to let you know.
Yeah, I told Jonathan. I told him the thing will be over at 3. So
Okay.
he's gonna do it. He already knows what to do. He's good.
Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So I will see you guys in a few. Okay. Bye bye.
All right.
Okay,
Take
good.
care.
Take care.
Thank you everyone for joining. Bye.